Detroit Den through and three. Detroit Lions fans. Steve here. We've all had a long night. We've all had a very, very rough night. A night full of questions. More questions than we have answers. I was looking forward to coming on here, doing a game recap, talking about how the Lions won, how the Lions lost, how we played, how we fared against a measuring stick game for me for against the Dallas Cowboys, because we played a playoff team. We played a team with a well above 500 record on the road. Played well. Played very well. We did a lot of things right. We did a couple things wrong. We're going to address the elephant in the room on this episode. We're going to talk about referees. And for those of you who know me personally outside of podcasting, I have a rule when it comes to refereeing. I don't like to talk about it. I don't like talking about how referees affect games. I have a rule when it comes to this kind of stuff. If a referee makes a call that affects the game and the Detroit Lions or whoever your favorite team is does not have a chance to recover or rebound from that bad call, I don't blame refs. The only time I can think in recent memory when my own team was personally affected by a referee call where we did not get another chance to make up for this mistake or this bad call from a ref was Michigan versus Ohio State 2016, JT Barrett being short. Just to put an example out there for you. I've seen bad calls against other teams. We could talk about the pass interference call against the Rams and the Saints in the playoffs a few years ago. The bad calls happen. The Super Bowl last year, those are teams that had a call against them that did not get another chance to rebound or recover themselves from a referee having an impact on a game. So that's my rule. If a ref makes a call, I get it. They're humans. They make mistakes. But if it affects a team and that team does not get another chance, there's an issue. And that's what we ran into last night with that 2-point conversion play. You guys have all seen the video. I could upload a video, but you guys have all seen it. If I put it on here, it's just going to piss me off. It's going to piss you off, and I'm not here to do that. I am just here to give my opinion. I have a lot of thoughts. I wanted to record this last night. I know I needed to sleep on this one. I know I needed to have a clear head coming into this episode. I was not in a good place mentally last night after the Lions game. So for those of you who are familiar with the play, I hope you can understand where we're going with this. Taylor Decker, on a 2-point conversion when the Lions are going for the win. Taylor Decker walks up to this referee. I don't know what is said. I'm not there. I can't read lips. I especially can't read lips through through Taylor's helmet and possibly chewing on a mouthpiece. But I have to assume he went up to the referee and declared his eligibility. I don't think he was asking him how his Christmas went or if he's a turkey or a ham guy on Thanksgiving. I have to imagine he declared his eligibility as a receiver on the next play. And I watched this highlight 1,000 times. I watched Ryan Clark break it down, all the guys on ESPN. I also watched Dan Skipper jogging onto the field. The ref is looking at him. Dan Skipper makes no motion. I don't believe anything was even said, according to reports and post-game interviews that I've seen last night. So they go to the referee. He even nods. He gives him a little at Taylor Decker. That's an assumption that if I'm Taylor Decker, I'm assuming he heard me declare as eligible. The ref then walks over to the Dallas Cowboys and does telling them so-and-so is an eligible receiver. We break the huddle. Goff throws a pass to Taylor Decker, who's open in the end zone. 2-point conversion. Lions are up by 1. Guys, I just can't live in a world where Taylor Decker, our starting left tackle for the last 8 years, is going to be running a passing route on that play without telling the referee that he is an eligible receiver. I can't live in this world where that doesn't happen. We were absolutely robbed, and I'm going to get into financial robbery. I apologize for the dog barking. She's even worked up about this bad call. So the refs throw a flag. After the flag, which you can clearly see on the TV in your background, you see, 3 or 4 referees huddling up. That's when they could have gotten the call correct. They could have said, hey, is it possible Taylor Decker declared eligible and you got the wrong guy? We could have gotten it right then and there End of story. Good night. Lions, pack your bags. You're going home with the W. But they didn't. They stuck with the call saying that Dan Skipper reported is eligible. Guys, the NFL is failing. The NFL is failing. There is zero accountability by these referees. They have such huge impacts on a game where these small plays are turned into massive plays. There's no accountability. NFL players are held accountable for their actions on and off the field, but referees who impact the games receive zero punishments for blatantly disregarding the sanctity of competition here. We're just out here just doing whatever we want. If you're a referee, hey, come make $500,000 a year and fuck over millions of fans. That's exactly what happened last night. We review plays during games. We can go look back and see what's a catch, what's a fumble, what's a first down, but we can't review a referee making a bad call. We don't have that kind of technology yet. We can't put microphones and cameras on these referees to get a better understanding of what's being said and what's being heard. Like this is absolute financial robbery. Let's talk about the ripple effect this has on the city of Detroit, the Detroit Lions, small business owners around the city of Detroit. You just cost us multiple home playoff games. You don't think that people who own bars around the city of Detroit want another chance at a Lions home playoff game? You just took money out of people's pockets who are NFL fans, and the NFL will do nothing about this. Like I said, I did not want to come on here today and talk about referees. I hate it. I hate it more than anything. I want to talk about guys competing, not nerds in stripes who throw a flag and impact a game the way that I saw last night. I couldn't even sleep. I didn't sleep a wink last night. I was so mad. Just robbed me. I mean, I'm a season ticket holder. I would like to go to multiple home playoff games. You just took that opportunity from me. You just took an opportunity for a business in Detroit to make some extra money. You know, that guy might be just scraping by, barely getting his bills paid, and you just took money out of that guy's pockets. Just this ripple. I mean, just think about how if this were a Detroit Lions home playoff game and that call happened, I truly fear for the safety of those referees getting off the field, because I know Lions fans are going to be chucking anything they can in their direction. You know what's the sad part? If this were a home playoff game, Lions fans would be looked at as trash for their response. And I get it. We're emotional fans. I'm an emotional fan. I'm not going to throw stuff on the field kind of emotion, but I get the people who do. And if this were a home playoff game, man, there would probably be riots in the city of Detroit. If this happens in 3 weeks, something similar, I truly, truly believe the city of Detroit will be on fire. This was one of the worst calls in NFL history against two teams that were lobbying for playoff position, mainly the Detroit Lions. You know, we had more to play for when it comes to seeding. That was a huge game for us, and it was robbed by a referee. So I'm sure you guys will leave your thoughts down in the comments. I'm sure anyone but Cowboys fans, you know, I'm expecting you guys to come here and say, quit crying, hold that L. I'm prepared for it. But the only people who think that it was the right call was Dallas Cowboys fans. So leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm going to come back later today or tomorrow, and I'm going to actually talk about some game stuff now that I got this off my chest. So hit that subscribe button. Don't miss it. I'll be back later.